Starting with the VRM, it is a 12+1+1 phase VRM configuration, which is much more powerful than what the majority of other B760 boards offer. Even though it is technically fine to go with a board with a weaker VRM, the 12 phases open up the potential to power any LGA 1700 CPU. In fact, this board is ready to even take on a stock Intel Core i9-14900K, so anything else is going to be very easy for this board to power. The rear I/O is very similar to other Gigabyte boards. There are 4 USB 2.0 ports, which are perfect for peripherals like a mouse, a keyboard, a webcam, etc. We also have 1 USB 3.2 Gen 2 and 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A ports, a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C port, and 2 audio jacks with 7.1 surround sound support, including an SPDIF jack. Additionally, there is a 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, Wi-Fi 6E, and Bluetooth 5.3 support, an HDMI 2.0 port, and a DisplayPort 1.2 port. Moving over to the board itself, there are 3 full-sized PCIe slots, but perhaps the most disappointing part about this board is that except for the first PCIe slot, the other 2 are PCIe x1 slots, even if they physically look like x16 slots. The top slot for the GPU is PCIe 4.0, and the total 3 M2 slots are also PCIe 4.0. This unusual PCIe slot choice is somewhat redeemed by the 4 SATA 3 ports and BIOS flash button on the board itself. The design is quite uniform. Unlike Gigabyte's Gaming X series of boards, it has a much more appealing and premium aesthetic and helps fit in any build without looking out of place. When it comes to the competition, the MSI Mag B760 Tomahawk Wi-Fi stands out as an excellent board with amazing build quality and all the features of the Gigabyte B760 Gaming X-AX. It is also powered with a powerful 12-phase VRM configuration, and the main PCIe x16 slot for the graphics card is running at PCIe 5.0, but the issue is that the MSI board comes at a significantly higher price, which makes its value proposition really poor in contrast to Gigabyte's. It is much better to move to a Z790 board at its price instead, which will be able to offer even more features and overclocking capability. At the same price as the Gigabyte B760 AORUS Elite AX, I strongly considered the ASRock B760 Pro RS as an alternative because it has a strong 10+1+1 phase VRM and a PCIe 5.0 x16 slot. But it does not come with a pre-installed Wi-Fi module in its Wi-Fi M2 slot. It is still the best alternative, but the Gigabyte B760 AORUS Elite AX is simply a better well-rounded motherboard. In summary, the Gigabyte B760 AORUS Elite AX motherboard stands out with a powerful VRM setup that's ready even for the i9-14900K, and strikes a good balance for those looking for a dependable and budget-friendly board with great build quality and rich features. To sum up what I love on this board is the great VRM design, the excellent I/O and storage connectivity, and the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth support out of the box. On the downside, PCIe expansion is highly unbalanced. Our rating for VRM design is 8 out of 10. Features 7 out of 10. Aesthetics 7.5 out of 10. Value for money 8 out of 10 for an overall rating of 8 out of 10.